We're going to start in about 2 minutes. Stay tuned. Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good day, good morning, wherever this catches you in the world where you're watching, either live or uh, in the replay. Um, and I come on this every week um, because I want to make you aware or mm, hopefully you're aware of the um, devastations the stroke can have in our lives or the lives we love. And and I have a special guest with me today, and I'm going to have him tell you about the the issues he has had with the stroke. But I hope that you know that um, I will always speak out about stroke and stroke recovery because it's near and dear to my heart, and I suspect it's many of you as also as near and dear to your heart. Um, so and sometime, most of the time, I have an interview with somebody. Either they're a stroke, I call them thrivers, or uh, maybe they are physically challenged. But um, now, or they're just doing something incredible for this stroke community. And Frank, how are you? Um, get your mic, turn your mic on. Oh, a little bit of technical difficulties, but we'll get it worked out. Still can't hear you. Sometimes we have to revert to chatting, but that um, I had one show I had to guess. We did
There
the
we go. Can you hear me now?
hey, there he is.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so
There's
how do I share my picture?
it's go up to view and select gallery.
View,
So
view, view,
as you
view,
know,
view.
people, audience, we are just live, and Frank is getting ready to come on, and um, he will um, tell us this story um, about the stroke and what it had
Yeah.
effect for him.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Brent. So how do I see the gallery?
Um, You go up to view on your up here. Do you see it up there? You click on
Mhm.
it, and then to the
Okay,
left.
here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Do I do active speaker and
No, gallery.
yeah, got it.
You-
Ta-da! Okay, we
All
got two
right.
people.
So, can you tell my audience, the audience, about your story about the stroke?
I love it. I love this. This is good. This helps me with my aphasia. Thank you. So I had a stroke 2 years ago. It hit me pretty hard. I was out of state. I got a helicopter to the hospital and all that good stuff. Crazy stuff. Did not know what was going on. Then rehab in Las Vegas. I was working in Arizona and stayed in rehab, ICU, and all that stuff. They put a wire through my brain to pull the
Wow.
clot out, and then I had functions. I had functions for probably what 2 minutes, and then it reoccurred.
Oh no.
Another blood clot hit the brain. So then
Wow.
that was it. Then I was put in ICU immediately. And I don't know. I have no clue. I do not remember. All I know is they said we have to do this right now. So that's all I know. And they called my wife, and and then I woke up 7 days later. What the heck happened to me?
Wow.
So did I physically die? Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I keep asking my wife that all the time. Did I die? Did I die? So then, yeah. So then they just pumped me up. They pumped me up with a bunch of heparin, whatever they could do to keep me going. So now
Wow.
I have to recover. Thank you.
But it's amazing, Frank. I just I just revised my stats. They cannot really put the question or the answer to the question, who lives and who dies, and that really answers your or ask your question in a new light, because
Mhm.
maybe you did die, but you're still here.
Absolutely in a different form. Absolutely in a different form. In a different form. And it's just like, okay, you had to restart life again and just understand and move forward and move forward. So that was crazy. It's
And
crazy and it's all good. It's all good, mate. Like,
I imagine um, all people that did not go through a stroke or strokes um, uh, cannot imagine what we need to go through. The issue that's helpful for us is that there is a stroke recovery movement that is very strong, and you have found that in your recovery, the stroke community has been so important to you, has it not?
yes, it has. And joining the joining the stroke group these past 2 years, or the year and a half ago, to no 2 years. So it's helped me a lot being part of the team and understanding, learning from each other how we recover, and we also help each other and we keep pushing each other. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Do your stuff. Do not fall down.
It's
Do not sit in bed and just think you're gonna die. I don't mean say die. I mean stop thriving. Keep thriving. Keep thriving. Keep moving. And yes, it's very difficult. Believe me, we have our moments. I know that. That's for sure.
but
Thank you.
um, I know um, as a extension of your community, um, we are connected on Facebook, and I see, for example, you had a um, you were basically manning a booth at a conference, and I was
Yes.
amazed to
Oh
see
my
this.
lordy, I know that was crazy. Now you know what? You know, Brent, that was something I had to do. That was my bucket list to move on, and show that I can do this stuff, that I can do this. And so it was good. It was very good. It was extremely good. It was very complexing. Um, my my colleagues, they understood now. They understood. They didn't understand I was a very good talker on video chat and all this stuff, but now they got to see me in the real deal. So it's like, okay, all right, that's good. So they're like, they are very supportive, very supportive. And hey, Frank, we're going to help you.
That's
So I mean,
amazing.
I can't. How can I cannot give them much more gratitude because they know I can do this stuff. Physically limitations, yes, I have limitations, but still good talker. Thank God for that. Right?
Well, it's really interesting. What in the spectrum um, of the um, of the landscape um, is your aphasia, which I better tell my folks, the audience. Aphasia is a communication disorder. It can be you can have difficulty speaking, or you can have difficulty understanding.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. So
So
with it, with no, go ahead. You keep talking. Go ahead.
no, so what was yours, Frank?
My aphasia. Let's see. Let's see. My aphasia. The first 6 weeks, I didn't know the alphabet.
Wow,
I couldn't read, but I sure knew the periodic table. As me being a chemist,
wow,
I could read out the periodic table and understand all that stuff. It was like, okay, could I read Dick and Jane? Nope, nope.
wow.
Yep, it was crazy. It was crazy. I mean, it's like, so what did I help with my aphasia? 2 years ago, no, a year and a half ago, I started going to community services like AA, NA classes, and making myself read out loud. So, and not yes, I am an alcoholic. I am an alcoholic. I knew that. I knew that. This stroke put me in a deep world. I totally understand that. So I said, Frank, knock it off. Go to AA and start doing stuff. Get your brain back together and stop sympathizing on yourself. Get out there and show them you can do this.
That's amazing.
So I would be the first one to read out loud. Sure, give me the pamphlet. Give me something to read. Let me read. Believe me, it helped me tremendously. Helped me tremendously,
That's
tremendously.
that's incredible. But um, so um, all the items you've had to deal with in the last 2 years, does anyone jump out as the most uh, challenging uh, um, event was was in front of you?
mm, Re-say that question again, please.
I'm sorry. Um, it's kind of funny, uh, audience. When you get two people with aphasia, you can really find out they um, do their best to communicate with you.
Hmm. Hmm.
Sometimes they don't communicate. But, anyways, is there been what can you tell us is a challenge, a number one challenge you have experienced or you have dealt with in the last year, 2 years since your stroke?
Oh, what a question that one is. That's a deep question there, Brent. That's a deep question, and there's only two participants in this group I see.
Um,
So, which is
the,
fine, which is
the,
fine, which is fine, which is
um,
fine.
there,
This is just more.
uh,
It's just this is just more knowledge for everybody else to know what's going on.
Yes, and
Okay,
has
okay. Let's see.
what has
Um,
been
my
difficulty or
background.
challenging?
Hold on, my background. Like I said, I had to relearn how to speak and how to cognitive think and do mental gymnastics. And so, in the last 2 years, I've going through a major divorce.
Oh,
That's crazy. So I became I became my own attorney. Said I can do this. This is easy. This is just So then, um, just learning to read, learning the justice system and all this. I consider that mental gymnastics.
wow.
Mhm.
That would be anybody when they didn't have to deal with the strokes would would have a big challenge with that. But when you have strokes and that would be a lot. But
Oh my lordy! All those externals, exactly, thrown at you all the time, all the time. So I just had what I've learned is categorize it and slow down, categorize it, categorize it, and then whoever wants their answers real quick. The first thing I would say, I'm not playing the stroke card, but I'm not pulling the card, but I will say, hold on, give me a minute, let my head get together, and I will answer you.
mhm.
So then they respected that. Finally, they respected that. I'm not a yeah, like yeah. So then shoot, I don't know what else. Hold on. Yes, no, you brought up another question. There, I would visit my friend who had a stroke too. He lives in assisted living up in Northern California. So I forced myself to drive up there and learn to drive again. And I would stay with him at the assisted living that he stays at. And so I would crash his pad. And so there were other stroke victims that lived there at assisted living. So we would have breakfast. So we would go get breakfast together. And then I met other stroke victims, and they had aphasia. They had all that, and I totally understood that. I mean, it's like it made me real. How do I say this? It made me realize I'm not alone.
Good.
I'm not alone. We can move forward. We move forward together, and the next thing you know, they invite me to their rooms and want to show me their paintings and all that good stuff. Very cool. It's a very good community, and just be positive. It's crazy.
Excellent. That's
Thank you.
beautiful. Well, and what would you say is your biggest success you've had over the last 2 years?
Brent, you saw that yesterday. You saw that on my Facebook. Are you kidding me?
That was beautiful.
Oh my lordy. That was like the first time I was online. I've been employed these last 3 weeks, but I've been employed the last 3 weeks. So I can do communication calls, I can do internet, I can do all these phone calls. But I just have to realize, slow down before you move on. Slow down and talk properly. So now I had to be put in the front of the public again.
Wow.
I was very good at that. I was very good at that. So um, so one, so that was a huge challenge. That was a huge challenge to me. My son asked me yesterday, "Why are you going, Dad?" Because I have to. Because I have to. I need to do this. I need to find my limitations. I need to find what I can do and what I cannot do. I have to do this. I may fall.
Wow.
I may fall. I may fail, but I did it. I did it.
That's just incredible, Frank. Um, it's also great that you know you're aware and you celebrate what you did.
Hmm.
That's
Thank you.
in, that's beautiful. And
Oh, oh, hold on. So that trade show yesterday, I so I'm walking. I drove up to Los Angeles through Huntington Beach in the 405. If anybody knows LA, it's chaos. So I was able to navigate through the whole area, which is cool. Thank God for new technology and cars and GPS tells you when to turn and all that stuff. So let's see. I get out of the car, valet park. You have to do all these. You have to. So as a stroke victim, as a stroke thriver, you have to be prepared. You need to think about all the logistics, that need to do to help you be successful. You have to, and it's okay to ask questions. It's okay to ask for help. People will do that. They see. Don't be ashamed to say that. Hey, I need help. I need help. I need help. So, okay, so yeah, so I had to walk. So I was at a trade show, walking around like 100, a football field and all that stuff. I need to work on my presence so I can see that. All right. So then, so I was done with the trade show. I was meeting my clients and meeting my new clients, shaking hands and all that. And then I think I shocked the heck out of my vice president and the president of my company because I was there. So but they're
That's
very
amazing.
supportive, extremely very supportive. So I'm all done, everything's all cool, walking, and then my jefe, my boss, okay, Frank, thank you very much, I appreciate you being here. We he was testing me, to see if I could be there, and I did it. So I walk out the front at this. Now remember, this is the Hyatt Regency in Huntington Beach. Beautiful resort, beautiful everything. Oh my God, it was gorgeous. So I'm walking out to pay valet, and of course they have a kiosk. So I'm like, okay, I got one hand that works. How do I do this? I walk over to the table, pull my wallet out, pull my valet card out. Then I walk over to the kiosk to pay the valet, and my cane trips on the carpet.
Oh no.
Boom! I fall. Boom! Right on the floor. Not in front of my customers, not in front of, but just in front of the hotel staff.
Oh
And
no.
I hear some lady scream, "Wah!" And so then I just told her, I'm okay. Just get me up.
Oh no.
So I had one of the valet attendants come over, or the hotel staff come run over to see what happened to me. I said, I'm fine. Just put me on my side. Just let me get reorganized. Get me standing back up. And here, take your credit card, take your valet thing, and just walk and help me walk out to the car. They were so afraid of me. They were, who knows? They were very helpful, very, very freaking helpful. Hey, Mr. Pelant, do you need an ambulance? No, I don't. I'm fine. I'm not bleeding. I'm fine. You move forward. And so they're just like, that's great. So it's nuts. And so then, can we get you some water? I said, yes. Open the top of the bottle for me. Just throw it in the car. That way, you can do that. So yeah, that was my highlight yesterday. It was crazy. It was fun. It was fun, but it was crazy.
And I just want to make sure that um, our audience knows that um, though he is working for the last 3 weeks, he is gratefully he was able to remain employed by his employer over the last
Two
uh,
years.
2 years. So that's pretty amazing.
Mhm.
Um, I I was out of work for 6 months, and then I began working part time. Um, and I was a partner of the practice, and gratefully, the senior partner was so the same thing was so supportive. Um, he did everything that you could imagine. So hopefully, if our audience had a stroke, um, hopefully you know that if um, if you're in a working environment that is supportive for you, you can be grateful. If you're not, um, um, help them to be more supportive of you.
They are. They extremely they believe me. They're extremely supportive to me. They're extremely. I think they're afraid of me.
Well, maybe because California is a, shall we say, sue a happy uh, uh, state in
Yep,
the
yep,
United
yep,
States, that may
yep.
be something of it too.
No, I agree. No, but they've been very supportive of me, and it was. I will tell you. So after I had to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning yesterday, get dressed and showered in the dark and all that. I was very grateful my son came home and helped me get dressed and make me look presentable. And then, but it was extremely exhausting.
I
The
imagine.
convention the convention was so loud, so many other avenues coming through my brain. So my brain had to think, what's going on? What's going on? What is going on? What is going on? So I had to tell myself, slow down. Do not talk right now. Just listen to and listen, just listen. So it was really good. It was good. It was good. And then in the long drive from to me, you guys call it long, but 2 hour drive from downtown Los Angeles down to back home San Diego. So it was good. It was really good. And so then I had post those pictures you saw. I posted to my kids. Hey, Dad did it. I
Yeah.
did it. Dad moved on. We moving on. And I got
Well,
paid today too. Yay!
well, Frank, I want you to notice, and hopefully you do, you not only did the conference, but you did the drive there and back by yourself. And I'm pretty impressed when I think, wow, maybe he had somebody drove him to the conference. No, you
Oh,
drove. That's amazing. You
yep.
did it all.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It was a very mentally exhausting afterwards. When I came home at 3 o'clock, I just sat down and told my son, I have to rest. I need to take a nap now. I can't handle it. There's too much information going through my head. Very excited, very happy. I did this stuff. Very cool. So I just keep telling myself, let your brain reheal,
Hmm.
slow down. Do not jump into something right now. And don't be afraid to tell people, hey, give me a minute. I'll
Hmm.
get back to you. I'll build you as you all know, as you know, Brent, chemical engineer. I'll gladly build you something. Just give me a minute. Make it good. Yep.
That's beautiful.
So,
Well, Frank, I know we went over the 15 minutes. I tell people, my guests, I'm only going to take 15 minutes of your time, but
no, that's okay. Keep rambling. I got another meeting
yeah,
at 4 o'clock. That's fine.
yeah,
That's
but
fine. Bring it on.
um,
This is more mental gymnastics for me. I have to
yes,
do this. I have to do this. And that's what I keep telling them. As you know, you have to do this. It's the only way you can get better. You have
correct.
to do that. You have to build your neurons back. You have to build your stamina. You have to just do it. Even if you fail, who cares? But you did it. But you did
Yes,
it. You did it.
yes.
You're not lying. You did it. And you keep moving forward. And that's what drives me. You have to drives my wife crazy.
But the difference between people have a stroke and don't, and um, they don't die, but um, they don't contribute to their life. And there's you that kept going and keeps going.
That was a beautiful picture yesterday on the fountain.
Oh, it is. And um,
What's funny, Brett? I did that for 30 years, being in all those exotic places around the world. My kids would travel with me all the time, so we're so used to all that stuff. Like so, then this was my first time to be back in beautiful settings instead of being in my room laying down. Screw this! I'm moving on. Life moves on. Life
that's
moves on. We
you,
thrive. Move on.
you did it. All
I
right. Well, uh, my audience, I know that you enjoyed uh, invigorating story, and that's just what I do this every week. And I hope you appreciate what Frank has done and know that he will do even more.
Of
So,
course, I have to.
all right,
That's what.
to your
That's what you have to.
success.
All right. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love. Bye bye. Thank
Bye.
you.